Well, here's their pre-flop raising in the first 8 hands. Mark 44%, Andrew 38%, Larry 22%, Corey 11%, Chrissy, Ashley, and Gail. The girls are not raising yet. One time around, and they haven't had a chance to raise pre-flop, so they've got 0%. This is a very, very low sample size, so don't put too much into it. Mark at 44%, that means he's raised half of the hands he's seen. Andrew raised just under half of the hands. I think he's raised 3 out of the 8. And but now we're good to go. We got chip counts, and we're going to see some PLO. Oh, you're in Orlando. I thought you lived in Daytona Beach. How far away is it? That's like a 2-hour drive? Mike? Poker ski? A little cool but nice. All right, I'm excited. Hey, if you haven't done it yet, and this stream is there's no reason you should like and subscribe based on this first 40 minutes of this stream, but let's go. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. $500 max buy-in. Chrissy in the 6th seat. It looks like she's missed a couple of blinds, and that's it. She's at 492. Ashley lets it go. Chrissy making the call with Jack at 10-6. There's Paul in the back. Paul Winfield came in, and I said, we have an open seat. Sam called in sick.
Pretty good. I know. Good to see you.
Gail's got a double suited ace 5 diamonds, king 6 of spades. She's going to make the call. Corey's going to let it go. Mark's going to let it go. Nope, Mark didn't let it go yet. Queen 10, Queen 8. He makes it 50. Andrew calls 50 with ace, jack, 7 deuce. Chrissy calls and Gail's calls. We're four-handed. We're four-handed to a flop. Ace 4-7 gives Gail the best hand with a top pair and an open ender. She's got the backdoor nut, the spades. Mark has the queen high flush draw if it comes running spades. Andrew's got 2 pair, top 2. Gail has a better percentage because of that straight draw. Chrissy lets go over jacks. Andrew bets 175. Gail's a friend of mine from Minnesota via South Dakota. She lives over in Deadwood now. Mark lets go of it. We're heads up, Andrew and Gail. Playing some 4-card poker for your entertainment. There's a 6. I think that gives Gail this. Nope, gives her 2 pair, a worse 2 pair. But she still has the straight draw. And Andrew pots it. Gail calls for her last 300. Deuce doesn't help. Andrew's top 2 is going to win this. Brett Box in the chat. Sorry I couldn't be there. He's got a very pregnant wife. And this is the Andrew Wong show. He is killing it. He's up to 1,700. This is a $500 max buy-in game. He's tripled it in the first orbit. Now, the very first hand, if you missed it, he got it all in versus Mark Wiley in the 4 seat. Ace Queen and Andrew 3-bet with 7 deuce, flopped a deuce. They ended up getting it all in on the turn, the very first hand. And just now he flops top 2 against a hand that Gail just could not fold. She had the best equity on the flop with the open ender and top pair. She turns 2 pair, which is an inferior 2 pair, and they get it all in. And she does not hit her straight. Wong's coming off that big PLO win the other night. Yeah, Wong jumped in for the last hour of our PLO stream. Did very well.
Are we making that mandatory for PLO rounds?
No.
Or no? Okay.
So in PLO, it's 1-2, but it's 5 to call. And if you want to straddle, it's 10. So it's basically 1-2, 5, 10. Chrissy limps in, double suited, Jack 9, 7, 5. That's a nice round.
I was gonna say, you said you were
Ashley
playing a
calls
single
with her
PLO,
ace,
and you're
queen,
like,
7
oh,
deuce.
look,
I
I'm
knew
gonna
it. I
play.
was playing that.
Bella calls with a pair of 8s, 5, 3. She's playing all the numbers, double suited,
Yeah, yeah.
hearts,
No, I-
diamonds,
like
but you
aces,
really don't want to have an
double
8 high
suited,
flush.
Nobody give him action. Everybody just folds.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
That's nuts.
Sir in PLO.
Christian says, Brett, this is no net,
The nuts after
so it's
the
okay that
flop.
you're not here.
Very rare.
All right, Andrew flops a king high flush draw. It checks around. 6 of hearts, or 4 of hearts on the turn. Andrew playing it really slow with top pair, gut shot, and a flush draw. Everything misses. And Christy's just going to win with the 9 jack for the low end of the straight. Ace jack beats her. Other than that, she's got the second nuts. So she leads out for $25, half the pot bet. And nobody tries to steal it. Nobody tries to defend.
I had ace queen. I'm hoping you get
Yeah.
jack, okay? Like, come on, get there.
You left us out.
No, that's the straddle.
Yeah.
He's like, don't look at me. I ain't straddling this either.
Yeah, no, I ain't that.
No. Just put a free time. It's good for the
I'll straddle on the hold.
Hey, Pokerski, do you do? Thank you. I like the graphics. He says, thank you. Yeah, I updated everything. I went red text. I don't know what that balloon is. This software does some weird overlay stuff.
Keep going.
I saw fireworks go off once, and I don't know why. Just saw balloons, and I don't know why. Anyway, I was going to say, Pokerski, do you do a lot of PLO, or are you mainly a Hold'em guy?
Okay, we'll give you that one.
I said, what gives you 2 seconds to come up with a short notice?
I like your style.
I think they're doing a mandatory 1-2-5 on the PLO game.
I listened to them, okay?
Okay.
I should know.
Paul calls 10
Wait a
with
second,
a
what?
pair of jacks, 8-4.
Paul, give me
Gail's
my cards
got
back. I mean,
deuce to 6. Deuce 4, 5, 6.
definitely not. This would have been a family tie. Yeah, just
No
give me
flush
my
draws.
cards back. Let's check.
So we've got Larry with 2 kings, just calls. I'm not a PLO guy, but I think that's a spot where you should raise, especially if you have 5 limpers. 10, 10, 8 on the flop. And Mark's got a 10. And he's going to bet $50. Paul's got 2 jacks and an 8.
No Valentine.
He's going to let it go. Corey's got no part of it. Larry lets it go with his 2 kings.
Get us
And
the first
Mark's just going
February.
to pick up,
Cards, we'll
120.
take it real.
Going to win $60 out of that. Pokerski says he plays Hold'em. What do you guys prefer watching, Hold'em or PLO? We were talking about that. One of the players said PLO is so boring to watch, and he got some shocked looks from people who said how crazy fun it is to watch. So what do you guys like to watch? I like to play PLO. I wish I was better at it. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at it at all. I'm going to take out the very and just say I'm not good at it at all. Especially the double board bomb pot variety that we have here on dealer changes, where I just, lose all my chips. Poker Ski likes to watch
They're
Hold'em.
like, Mom, tickle my arm, tickle my back. Mom, can you scratch my back? Y'all are so needy. Yeah.
A lot more limping than I would expect. Now you can see the difference between the more experienced PLO players that we had here Sunday and the more recreational round of each players that we have here right now. And I do not mean that as an insult, because if I was at this table, I would be the 10th best player at the table.
Drowning in straddles.
So I'm definitely not trying to come off like I'm better than all these people, but I've watched enough to know that aggression favors the bold,
Building the wall.
and Mark raises 75. He pots it. Paul comes along. I like how he cleared the field with that raise, and then he flops wild. He's got the nut flush draw. He's got the straight draw. He's got the
Make sure you keep
middle
it
pair.
tower there long. You know, we haven't finished the Hold'em all yet.
Yeah, your Cup says he likes to watch Hold'em, but he doesn't mind PLO if it has great commentary. You're going to be very disappointed if you want great commentary on this PLO stream. Until Matt gets here, it's going to be mostly wrong information you're going to hear. So when I say something wrong, just know that I know I'm wrong, but I'm trying to fill the void until Matt shows up to take over for me.
Good ratio. Those 2 for 500.
And we do have
got
a
a
couple
few
of
more
open
hours.
seats
130.
for Friday's live stream, 6 to 9. Shout out to Jackie, who came in today to relieve me on the action tracker duty. Stars 41 stats says Hold'em is more entertaining online, in my opinion. You're doing great, Big E. Well, Stars, I appreciate that lie, but I do recognize it as the bluff that it is. I do appreciate it though.
Every hand, just add $20. They're like $10. Every. Oh, yeah, he would look at me and be like,
I do, yeah. And again, my disclaimer: I was supposed to be in Austin this week, and this is an impromptu game that I was understaffed for, so I threw it together at the last minute. Poker Ski has to go. Thanks for
yeah,
stopping in.
he's played more
Enjoy
than me.
Florida.
Giving me a-
We'll catch you on the next one. All right, 6 players. That's Texas heads up in Omaha. There's so many people in this, it won't even give me the percentages until I see a flop. 9 deuce tray, 2 diamonds, and right away Chrissy has the
Not a very uncommon.
only diamond flush draw, but it's not a very good one with the 8 high. Just going to check around to Larry, who's going to lead out with his 2 queens, correctly thinking he's best. Paul's got the 5 high flush draw, and he's open-ended. He might peel once. He's got top here of very bad flush draw and open-ended. I don't mind calling for 75, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I would definitely call. Gail has a wrap. She needs an ace, a 4, or a 5 to make a straight. The 10 does not help her, but it puts the second flush draw out there.
We still have an audio issue?
Neither one of the players has a flush draw. And Larry, with the overpair, is going to make a big bet, $125. So there is an issue with the pot is not calculating correctly, because it's It should be 150, 60, 70. It's about a $200-300 pot. And Gail needs an ace, a deuce, a 4, or a 5. And we see the ace have been folded. Ooh, the 6 does it too, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I totally missed that one. She does win it with the straight. 7, 8 is the nuts, but 4, 5 is the second nuts. She only has, it looks like 250 behind. She's going to pot. I would have potted. She's going to bet 150. His one pair does not feel very good to Larry anymore. So that is a really big pot. Let's say $600, I think. It's going to cost him. Well, he's not going to call one pair in Omaha when he's only played 15 hands with her, but she's been very passive so far. And when she just leads out, that's an easy fold with one pair.
That's nuts, sir. What you thinking?
No, that's what he said.
Thinking you,
You're I'm shocked you folded that.
Open ended with a
That was a massive draw she had.
Yeah, they said.
Do you have aces? No, sir. I had the straight.
See, he would have more balls than
I
cards.
believe that's called a wrap. When you have the straight, you just need to fill one of your cards
With it.
to make it work, because in PLO you can only use 2 cards in your hand and you have to use 3 cards on the board. You can only use 3 cards on the board and you have to use 2 cards in your hand.
You did talk about that.
I think that's called a wrap. I'm probably wrong, but I think it's a wrap. I learned a lot of words when I was the first time I live streamed a PLO game down in Houston a couple years ago for Kim and Hayden's Lone Star Poker Series. I learned words like rundown and dangler and double suited. I probably don't use any of those words correctly, but it sounds good. Mark pots it with deuce 4, 5, 8. Chrissy comes along with double suited ace, king, and jack, deuce. Ashely double suited 9, 10, jack, queen. And there's enough money in there that Gail wants to defend her straddle with the ace, 10, 5 tray. Seven, jack, ace with 2 diamonds. That gives Chrissy the best hand with 2 pair, top 2. A queen gives Ashely a straight. Next round to Mark, who bet 75. Chrissy calls. Ashely might try to peel. She's got middle pair and a gutter, but I don't think she will. She's actually got double gut. 8 would also give her a straight. Middle pair and a double gut. I'm not positive. You know, in Hold'em that's a great hand, but in PLO it's not as strong. Ooh, now she's got 3 jacks. That helps her. Chrissy's got a full house now. Ashley's drawing dead and her hand improved. Mark's drawing dead. Oh no, Ashley's she's got $300 that I think is just gonna go to Chrissy, especially if she hits a king, 9 or 10 or 8.
Is that all in? Yeah, sorry. I've got
The boat, drawing dead. Ashley sees the bad news. She's gonna reload for another 500. And Chrissy Over 1,000 now in her stack.
Double
Good
dead
job.
enough.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Chrissy said, excuse me. Ashley said 2 straight draws and 3 jacks. I'm not folding.
Thanks, Chris.
Back to the cage. Reload. Table 1. Chris is going to be stacking chips. As I said, Minnesota Mike in the box. I got Jackie dealing the action tracker.
Who was the coach there at night?
There's a little buzz on those microphones. I have to figure out a better way to set those
I
up.
thought all they had was emo stuff at this point. That's all it's meant.
So it looks like it's probably been a half hour, and Jackie and Mike are going to swap, maybe?
I like that. Like that.
There it is. There's Jackie.
He's got that done.
She's got a new haircut today. One of my favorite dealers here at Poker House Fort Worth. And if I am correct, Minnesota Mike is running Action Tracker now. So what are some other PLO terms that Hold'em players might not understand?
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, it has to read somebody. Somebody didn't put their cards out. Jackie just pointed out it was Action Ashley. Look at that haircut. Larry makes it 20 to go. We're back to Hold'em. Mark calls 20. Andrew calls 20. Now I can actually sound like I'm just a little bit intelligent because I've been playing this game for about 40 years now.
Anybody call?
I'm not real great at it, but
What's up?
miles ahead of my PLO commentary.
Chris, you got your cards back?
Not really, but I'm sure it's coming.
That's
What is it?
It's should be one of the blue iPhones underneath the big one. There you go.
Hole 3, your spam hole.
Oh, I was waiting for that one.
Like your spam
Ashley
hole.
flopped a gut shot and the king high flush draw. Larry's got top pair, top kicker. And even though he has the best hand right now, statistically, he's way behind Ashley with her double draw. Her flush and straight draws. Ashley makes a reluctant call, trying to play that she's weaker than she actually is. The 5 does not help Ashley. So it went check, check. And another 5, and Larry's just going to have the best hand. And rip it in. Okay, that's my mistake. Ashley went all in, and Larry called. I missed that. I thought she made a reluctant call. So she went all in for his effective 261 more. So he had about $400. Wow, Ashley. 2 big hands back to back. Mark Wee in the chat says rundown hand is a good one. Explain to me what a rundown is. Is that like 4 cards in that make kind of straight cards, like connecting cards? We would call it in Hold'em. Is that a rundown? Like the 4, 5, 8, 9.
That's what it feels like to win.
Andrew Wong in the 5 seat, 71% aggression frequency, surprising nobody. Everybody's being pretty aggressive. Even Gail's got a 50% for the hands that she plays. She comes out firing. Gail Ashley and Chrissy up above 50, Paul at 43, Larry 38%, all connected. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can it be like one gappers, like 3, 5, 6, 7? Is that still considered a rundown because it's close enough? I'm here to learn, boys and girls. Mark makes it 20 to go with ace 5. That's a GTO favorite hand. Ace 5 suited. And I say GTO like I know what it means, and I don't. Game theory optimal. No, he says that. So if it's got a one gapper in there, it's not considered a rundown. So you have to have 4 cards in a row. Got it. Checking around. Very, very small pot between Mark and Paul. Mark's just going to pick it up with ace high.
My punching bag, I would have given it to you.
So far, the too many outs, they end up working for so
Oh.
many of us.
A lot of folks did it like that. I'm like, thank the Lord.
We're like, you gotta win with the runners and the 2 and 3 outs.
I was just excited about the block.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I was seeing the mirage for a minute.
Mark Wiley under the gun, first to act, comes out and makes it 20.
No.
Just a little
Sorry.
10x raise pre-flop.
What did you say? What'd you bet, Mark?
Welcome to
20?
Texas.
20. Well, I'm just
Andrew
over here like,
snap
yeah, yeah,
calls with Jack 9.
Put it out there.
Ashley with the suited 7-8.
I'm like, what
I like
is
the
going
suited 7-8 honestly. And she's in position against these two very aggressive players. Mark flops top pair. Andrew has no part of this unless he decides to run a wild bluff. I think he's going to be content to let it go. No, he has bad intentions. He's got no part of this. Trying to runner, and he makes the call. That is not one of his runners. So if Mark slows down, Andrew will bluff at it, but Mark does not want to slow down. He's going to fire 75 into a $133 pot. No, Andrew says that's you don't have enough money behind for me to bluff at this. And he lets it go, and Mark picks up another one.
I wish I had more money. Okay. At least we're playing bangers, right?
Paul Impson with a 9-jack. I like the 9-jack. Gail's going to raise it up to 15 with pocket 7s. Larry's going to call with a suited 4-6. Mark's going to call with the offsuit 4-5. And Andrew's going to call under the gun with Queen Tray. And the Queen Tray is going to flop the best of it. Larry has bottom pair. Andrew has middle pair. Paul has a gut shot. Ooh, the 9 gives Paul the gut shot and a pair. Larry turns a flush draw. Andrew leads out for 150, or raises him to 150. He makes the call with his bottom pair and a flush draw. Needs some help. A 6, a 4, or a diamond. Does not get it. Now Andrew's got middle pair, but he's firing at it. I think Andrew has to bluff right now with the best hand. He might give up though. No, he's not giving up. He says, I'm going to bluff at it. Yeah, he turned his hand into a bluff with middle pair, no kicker. And he thinks that he just pulled off a ridiculous bluff. But he had the best hand the whole way. All right, guys. This is a much different game than you're used to watching on this stream. So let's, with the PLO hand, the very first PLO hand, what do you think the pot size will be? Let's play that little game. And whoever's the closest, without going over, is going to win an hour of free play on YouTube.
Probably. Did they fix it? Did you say they did or no?
I have no idea.
Alright. I'm like, did they fix it?
Oh yeah, Ashley, we fixed the audio. Wong throwing hammers. Mighty Hammer. Where are you at, Mighty? I saw you skiing or snowboarding or some winter activity. Are you up in Montana or something like that right now? Gail makes it $20 with pocket kings. Corey's going to set mine with pocket 8s. Sassy, how are you doing? Arthritis? Or arthritis. Arthur Toretta? I'm butchering that name, Arthritis. Guesses the pot will be $69. That's a very good guess. We got 3 pairs. We got 7s, 8s, king, king, and Larry's coming along with ace 4.
You're good.
Matthew Veal says pot will be $445. So the 69 is a low guess. Gail still has an overpair. Larry hits bottom pair. There's 163 in the pot. She's gonna do $140. Clear out the dead weight. 8s and 7s don't look very good anymore, and she's gonna pick it up. Nice hand, Gail. Dan Poinkowski says 365. Britt says first PLO pot 160. Mighty Hammer likes that small giveaway. Star 41 stats is 450. All right.
Oh, it's like that, eh?
Sassy says 350.
Why'd it be 10?
We can't do it no way.
Yeah, we can. He said we could. Don't take
You
that.
double
No,
straddle?
no,
You go all the
no,
way.
no, you can't.
You can double straddle, triple straddle, quadruple straddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't button straddle, so to make up for that on this table, I do allow them to do multiple straddles, and they are live. Yep. And yeah, Ashley's explained to Paul that the software does not allow the correct button straddle. Ooh, Mighty Hammer pulling out the prices right move for $1.
What's he doing?
Well, I guess it isn't open.
I love it.
Open, right?
I think 69 is going to win though if it's a low pot, because it's going to be definitely more than $70 in the pot.
You just wanted to bet 11. I know how it is.
Because it's going to go pot repot with
your yo.
Mark and Andrew in there.
Gail's like, yeah, get me in there.
Mark with the ace jack.
Yeah, I know, right? Implied odds too.
9-5 Trey. 2 spades gives Gail another flush draw. Ashely has top pair. The equity between the flush draw and top pair is just right there.
Only positives here. Only positives from here.
Is the clubs. Mark pulls ahead. Gail and Ashely about equal in equity right now with 13% with 1 card to come. $35, a small bet by an aggressive player, and they both call. Ashely needs a 9 or a 10. That's and Gail needs a spade. It was neither. Mark ends up with 2 pair that he did not need. Just going to check around. There's 200 in the pot. He's going to bet 100. Half pot. 75, a little less than half pot. Ashely's like, well, my top pair became second pair, became third pair, and I think she's going to get away from it unless she just does not believe Mark. And it's a snap fold from Gail, because all she has is queen high at the time. And it did take her that long because she said, I know you're full of it. And Mark grins and wins. Pre-flop raising. I don't believe this. Ashely has 0% pre-flop raising. Mark and Andrew. Mark 48%. At 10 hands he's raised out of the 20 hands. Andrew 20%. So he's raised 4 times out of 20 hands. Larry 19%. That's 4 hands. Corey and Gail and Paul all at Chrissy once.
Done, son.
Tried to get me.
Yeah.
Paul with the 7 deuce. We are not playing the 7 deuce game, even though Andrew won the very first pot. He doubled up with 7 deuce versus ace queen
Man, that wasn't even 5.
when he hit a deuce on the flop.
Is there a seat change button?
There is not.
Do I get the first dibs, please? Hey, seat open, right? I should.
Why would you want to go on Andrew and Mark's right? That seat 3, we do have a seat open, but it's, in my opinion, the worst seat in the house. You got Mark to your direct left and Andrew to his direct left. I do not want to sit in the 3 seat. I feel bad for Larry right now in the 2 seat. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, let's do it. Let's see if we can get up to 1,000 before the month is over. I think we're like 250. Just in January. We just started streaming in January. I did a couple of test streams in December, but we really started streaming in January. In between going to different clubs to open them, I haven't been putting a lot of stream on Fort Worth, but we're gonna start doing more. So if you like these low stakes, affordable streams, like, subscribe, share. Andrew's open-ended now. Corey's got a pair. Andrew bets his draw. And Corey with the best hand is like 3rd pair on a wet board. I don't think I can't call if I'm Corey. But he knows Andrew's reputation. And you saw what happened when Andrew missed all of his draws on the river. He just fired out $2,000 and took down the pot with top pair, which was the best hand. Let's see what happens now. He missed everything. Ooh, Corey beats him to the punch. He says, take that position. Bets $200 with third pair. Just does not believe Andrew. And correct. Andrew has to bet big to steal this right now. I don't have the cojones to do this right here. Andrew's looking at him. How much do you have behind? 600. Can I steal this for $600? I mean, you're my hero if you pull this off, Andrew Wong. I think he gives up. What do you guys think? Is he going to give up or is he going to fire? He can't call because he's got 10 high, but is he just going to rip it in for $2 grand, 1,500, which is 600 effective? Effectively raising it to 600. No! Oh, he's grabbing chips. He is grabbing chips. He's counting out what does it look like if I lose $800 right now. We know it would work. Andrew. Oh my goodness! Oh! You can't call, Corey. It's everything. It's everything. Did he call him? Oh my God!
Damn, that boy go hard.
Wow! Wow! Oh, Corey.
I quit.
Playing the player. It was amazing, Andrew.
He got quiet real fast.
That was amazing to pull off that bluff. And
I told you I don't play like that.
oh my goodness, Corey, you are my new hero now. I got two heroes today. We got that massive bluff, and then Corey just picks it off with third pair.
He doesn't have a
Wow.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna see it on the stream though.
Yeah, you will.
Wow, I missed what he said, but Paul says I don't believe you, but we're gonna see it on the stream. Let's listen to him.
I'm not gonna lie, this table is way more wild than I expected. Like,
Yeah,
way more than I expected
way
for a
more
1-2
wild than I
lose.
expected.
Dude go hard. Oh, live with it. Hey, he go. Oh, I gotta give him props. Ooh,
Well, he says the only way I can win this is to shove.
man.
Hopefully,
Oh, Mighty Hammer says a dig in my heart going for it. Definitely. You got to appreciate that.
Not what I'm
Wow.
getting. See, not what I'm getting.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Hand 22.
really,
That's
I
going to be
can't wait
clipped
to hear
tomorrow
it.
for sure.
Oh boy.
Oh
Look
boy,
you
that
tell.
one will be a fun
I
one.
really got to see.
Sir, mad props, mad props.
Thank you.
I think
Oh.
all of us kind of jaw dropped. I was like, oh, he's got queen 10. He's got queen 10, right? I don't think anybody.
Yeah, everybody was surprised to see that.
There, well, yeah, I'm sitting on
starting to think I made
somebody
like
got
a bad
that.
roll a minute ago too now.
Yes, no.
Wow, unbelievable. And then Andrew just comes right back swinging, bets 25.
Feel like if there wasn't a bullseye now.
Oh, all right, so that flop is wrong.
There sure is now.
There's a jack on the flop, so he's not bluffing. That's not a queen high flop.
I think my 10-6 is good, man.
If I had a pair of this one, I'd probably call.
Oh, then we're playing back and forth cards now.
Yeah, hey guys, if you're on,
Don't even start, 'cause you played like
I know.
where can we find your videos? The old poker trophies. I know they're on Facebook. That's where I
Y'all
watch
would have
them.
played them too.
I'm not gonna play this.
But are you on TikTok? Are you on Instagram? Where else do you post your videos?
Keep giving me big hands. Yeah, and then you fold when you get an awesome flop. They're like we've been
I
open-ended
did.
with
They
them.
she called and hit it, so I folded like a fuck.
I believe it's Minnesota Mike running the action tracker. This is the first PLO hand, guys. All right, remember? This is our hand.
Y'all gonna look at me like, motherfucker folded that shit.
We got anywhere from $1 to, I think the highest number is $4.50.
She was laughing. She laughed. She's like, that's how
we would have chopped.
Oh, yes.
That's a $5 call from Larry with a suited queens, suited day 7. Mark limping in. Chrissy double suited, diamonds and hearts. Ashley blocking herself with a nut flush draw. Gail with 2 kings limps in. She's got kings against queens, against flush draws, against straight draws. And $121 pot. That means $1 did not win, $69 did not win. I think next in line is $225. $121 in the pot. Andrew's going to bet 50. Now the 50 doesn't count if it's not called. So right now the official pot is 121. So Britt did not win yet. Oh, now she did. Let's see. All right, so the 50 was called. Ashley makes it 51 more. Captain under pairs with 225. Andrew's just going to have to call with pot odds. Actually, Mark's going to get in here. He's got a wrap. 8, 9, 10. Nope, he doesn't have a wrap. He has 2 pair and a straight draw. He's got it. Oh, he lets it go with 2 pair and a straight draw. And Ashley just gets better and better.
Oh, really?
So they run it once. 323 is the answer. And that's going to make Cup. Cup's going to win it. 323. Right? Did anybody say higher than 225 and lower than 323?
I have a straight and 2 pair. I didn't have enough to fold on that flop. I figured you probably would, but at that point, I've got to try to get it out, and then I'm hoping he tries to realize.
All right, Cup. I'm crediting you an hour.
One of us either flops, or you got to fold with his position.
I only fold because he can pair over the top.
I didn't have any other choice at that point. I don't have enough. Yeah, I'm the special one that gets this.
Been around the table 3 times in an hour and 15 minutes. Adding Omaha slows down the game significantly.
That was a really good turn for you there. Really good turn.
So what else are you guys going to do for the rest of the night?
Really good.
We're halfway through our 3-hour stream.
In due time, my friend. In due time. It's
Mark?
a while.
All right.
Now we cook.
Somebody who's better at PLO, tell Mark that having a flush in your hand is not good.
I think.
Andrew pots it. Gail comes along. I don't love that call by Gail, but I don't know what I'm doing. So ace, queen, 8-3. Andrew flops the only flush draw. Corey's got top pair. $80 in the pot. Corey checks it to Mark, who bets 35 as a bluff. Andrew calls with his very weak flush draw, 7 high. He's also got a gutter if a 6 comes out. I think he has a nuts if a 6 comes out with the 5-7. Queen of diamonds gives him the flush. It's a very small flush, and Gail has the blocker with that ace. She has the nut flush blocker, but Andrew's just going to win this with a baby flush, 7 high, assuming he doesn't fold. And when nobody's being aggressive, there's no reason to fold. He's just going to show the best hand and win a $185 pot.
Was it higher? He's like, let me see if my diamond's flush wins. See, you just really just don't need to look at the board after you fold your hand.
Sassy says, drink, watch poker, eat, then snowboard tomorrow.
Play without looking.
That sounds like a very good day. I'm gonna have more fun though. I'm gonna be playing with Emmy tomorrow.
Holy
Kim and Hayden asked if we could have a day date with my wife and Emmy. We're gonna go play. They're gonna come over, go hot tubbing. That's something you don't do in Minnesota, is go swimming in February. That's another reason I love Texas. Action Ashley living up to her name by folding this hand.
patience, young Padawan.
Kim and Hayden asked if we wanted to do something tomorrow, and I said, "What do you want to do?" And she goes, "Go to Eric's water park." That's what Emmy calls it. Eric's water park. Have popsicles. And I have never said no to her when she asked to go to Eric's water park. Gail makes the call. Corey's going to come along. We're going to have $400 in the pot pre-flop. Ace 10 tray. Corey with top pair. Two different straight draws. He's got the top and bottom depending on the board coverage. If a deuce, 5, jack, queen, king, 4. And he's just going to take it down with a nice bet with the best hand. $300 going his way. When are you guys coming back, Hammer and Sassy?
Where? Oh, yeah. Oh, this one was fun. Yeah, so it's because you raised on the button. And I called you from a small blind. Right? No, cut off and button. That's why. I mean, one of the two, right? Oh, yeah.
I love the table talk. I can't wait to get all of my microphones back.
So yeah, you were playing a wide range, trying to catch up. Well, we're already past the what was it? The hammer, the ace 4 against the kings and jacks.
I laid down. Yeah.
I know.
That was just a few minutes ago.
March? You're not coming back till March?
I'm like, oh yeah, that hand. That was a fun one. But I will be honest. I mean, the guy, if he would have had me out of the hand pre-flop, if he would have just played it right, he limped it. And now it's like, oh, you made a big mistake there, buddy.
Tell me.
Big mustache.
There's too many cards for me to focus on. That's actually when people say that it's boring to watch. They're probably people like me who just have ADD and can't concentrate on that much stuff at once. You know, we have 5 people with 4 cards. That's 20 cards I've got to look at.
Exactly. You said 60. I'm sorry. I was like, I promised it's 60.
300 in the pot. Texas heads up.
I would never want to shortchange the pot. Never.
Mark with top pair. Chrissy with the same amount of equity with just middle pair. It's interesting how PLO works. Ashely now has a better hand. So checks around on the flop. Gail lets it go. Ashely bets 100 with statistically the best hand, and all she has is 2 pair. Nobody has that flush draw. Mark calls with top pair. He needs a 10, a 4, or a 6. Doesn't get it. Well, it just goes check, check, and Ashely says 2 pair.
Six was good.
Ashely wins. That sounds like a good time. Are you fixing dents up there, or is what are you doing? Are you just taking a long vacation? Oh, cool! Look what I can do.
If the queen clubs comes on the turn, I'm gonna pot it.
That's awesome. I just found out something new about this software.
You are on the turn, so then save yourself a little bit of money.
I can click on your message and it'll pop up on the screen. That's so fun.
No.
I'm gonna abuse that feature for sure.
What did I? Okay, sorry. Did it get mine before I pulled it up?
Yep, we got everybody now, Ashely. Let's go. Paul's double suited. Calls 10. Corey's double suited with the better hearts. Larry's got 2 pair, 10s and 8s. Mark's got jacks. Andrew has a real hand with aces. This might get spicy. Mark makes it 50 to go, and Andrew says pot to 192. That's gonna clear the junk hands out of there. Larry's gonna let go of his 10s and 8s. Mark's gonna make the call. He will not be pushed around. That's the only way you stand up to a bully on your left is to just call him down once in a while. But he's been on the bad side of Andrew's bullying. All right, now he flops open ender. He's gonna rip in $500 with his pair and open ended.
It wouldn't be that crazy.
Yes. He's asking if they can run it twice. You can.
You want to knock on the door and ask him?
All right. So yes, you can run it twice. Let's see if they do it. You just have to tell us ahead of time so we can notify the software.
Only once.
I mean, we could run it twice as like a side thing if y'all wanted to, but that's.
No, you can do it.
They
Don't
said
worry.
They can only do it by the stream by once.
They can run it twice.
Sure, yeah.
I asked. He said he can't figure it out either way.
So they're gonna run it once apparently for the stream, but they might run it twice in real life. I don't know who told them they can only run it once. We do allow running it twice.
You already burned. You already burned. So go back. That's right. Now burn. Turn. There you go. That's the truth.
Little dealer error with all that confusion. Jackie tried to burn twice. Okay, I'm not positive what's happening here. Action tracker error.
He's like, I'm out.
When y'all do that,
This is a problem with running a stream. Is sometimes you have to pause for my TV show, and that really makes the flow of the game very awkward. And Andrew's aces wins, and we know the pot is in the, it's like 1,000. I think we're just gonna skip that hand. Can it go from PLO to PLO bomb pot mid hand? Not mid hand. I don't know what you mean.
He's like, don't look at me. The target's already.
The bomb pot is when everybody puts in money pre-flop, and then you go right to the flop. Do you mean running it twice, or do you mean double board? I don't understand the question. But regardless, aces win over the pair of jacks and the open ender.
Like a setup. It is a setup.
And I don't mind if they run it twice for the future reference.
Right.
And we haven't gotten Mark's cards yet, so there they are.
You know, straddles usually induce the action. This game is not lacking in any of that. For aiming capacity.
There's no way the Corey folded aces back that up. There it is. Mark Wee says, in my round of each game, in the PLO round, if we go 8 ways to the flop, it immediately turns into a bomb pot. If you go 8 ways to a flop, what do you mean it turns into a bomb pot? Does everybody add $5? I mean, what do you mean it goes to a bomb pot? Unless I'm wrong and you guys call bomb pot something else, a bomb pot is where you put money in and then see a flop. A double board bomb pot is different than a bomb pot. That's just a type of bomb pot, if that's what you meant. Which we typically do double board bomb pots on dealer changes here in Texas. Here in Poker House specifically. I don't know what the other clubs do. All right, Mark, gut shot, top pair. Corey with an over pair and double gut. Needs a 9 or a king. No, a 9 would give Mark a boat. That 9 will not help. The king is the nuts, though. That is the absolute stone cold nuts. As long as Mark doesn't hit a 9 or a queen. No, excuse me. Never mind. A 9. Nope, never mind. See, this is because I don't know PLO. Corey wins with the Broadway. Then we go 2 boards. Okay, yeah, 2 boards is double board. That's not necessarily called a bomb pot. That's just a double board. It doesn't matter what the pre-flop bet is. If 8 people call, you go 2 boards. Okay, so that's different than a bomb pot. A bomb pot is when you put money in first and then go straight to the flop. Can we make it 2 boards? No, we don't have that technology to go mid-hand, change it to a double board. unless there's an all-in situation, and then we can run it twice,
Have you tried
which is
simple
which
summons?
I don't think
It's a
that's a feature that the software offers either. Very interesting. So in your
We live in North Fort Worth.
in not Mark's game, if you go 8-handed,
So,
it becomes a double board PLO
originally tried it when the
hand.
first one was-
Very
It
interesting.
was really good. And whenever they
That's
branched out,
spicy.
it started going downhill.
Mama's Pizza, like the original, and the original like Joe's out by North Yard by BNSF. Because my
Yeah.
husband used to work for the
I'm gonna listen to these guys talk for a minute,
Like,
Yeah,
they're-
I've been to
they're-
that one.
Yeah, dude.
because anything that I say about PLO is just gonna confuse you.
They good.
Yeah, I used to live up in that area right there in Watauga.
Ashley's talking about pizza places with Corey.
Yeah.
All right, look at these chip stacks, guys. $500 max buying. Corey's got over 2,000. Andrew's got 1,500. Chrissy's at almost 850. Chips are flying in this game.
Oh, where's Robin?
This is a very good lineup for me texting out a couple of people yesterday and then putting it on Poker Atlas.
So I know
I
Sam's
really
people
am
said
excited
one
about
out
these
late.
players in this
Christine
view.
Wood.
Very late.
Yeah. No, it was.
And remember, if you guys want to come play the $1,000 max buy-in on Friday, get on that Poker Atlas and log yourself in as an alternate.
Look, it might have been. I don't know. These days, inflation's hurting everybody. It's hard to afford a car.
Andrew's going to win with top pair.
Straight up. My kid's learning how to drive, my 16-year-old, and it's. I just look and I'm like, I don't know what parent can afford to buy a car or like even help out at this point. It's ridiculous.
I'm not looking forward to that. I got a 16-year-old coming up at the end of the year.
I got
So-
16 in December. His driving test was in March. Then I got a 14-year-old turning 15 in April. I got an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. I got too many in the pipeline.
I'm right there with you. I've got an 8-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 14-year-old.
Oh, dude, you
And a
got them like
15-year-old.
all the teenage years.
Right.
Oh, I'm praying for you.
You don't watch
Buddy, I'm
television
praying
or
for
what?
you. How do you
we,
have sanity? That's why his move like didn't phase you. You're like, I don't even care, man. Just keep me here.
No, we bought a TV.
That's funny.
We bought a TV.
I bought a TV. Wow. Groundbreaking.
Right?
It's about all you can afford at this point, right?
100%. 100%. That's a little better.
Ooh.
You're gonna go home and tell your wife, be like, honey, I need to pay more
Where
tax
are you
for
at, Mighty Hammer?
Uh,
Where are you at in Blackhawk? I love Blackhawk. Rake sucks. Agreed. For winning players, Rake is horrible.
my aesthetic over here with my chips and there's like small ones. Jiving.
I'm over here looking for the lights.
Oh, the Monarch? I've played at the Monarch. It wasn't my favorite place. Nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't my favorite. Ameristar across the street was much better. And the tournaments at Golden Gates, which is now called Bally's. I love Bally's. I love Golden Gates when it was Golden Gates. All right, Chrissy's got
Oh, I
two
didn't wanna
pair.
do any action.
And she's only at
I was gonna say, we
31%.
didn't
Mark
get to a turn yet.
has an open ender. Wow, open ender with more equity three-handed than two pair. That's interesting. Mark's gonna fire out $300. Chrissy with it's so hard. You never think. Mark's got the nut
I'll
flush
probably say that
draw
for every-
and
He's like, dude, I would have caught it.
a straight draw of 10 hits and a straight draw of a 9 hits and a 4. He has a 4, a 9, a 10, or any spade. 43% to win this hand. Chrissy. Oh, she's gonna call with 2 pair. Kings and 5. She needs to dodge. Lucky for her, we can see a ton of those cards were folded. And he gives up. And she picks up a $1,000 pot. Check on the river.
Oh, you were from Jack.
I quit. I quit for real. Man, like it's something for real. It's
And Mark
Not
reloads.
exactly a snap call, but hey, no limit, guys. Take
All right, we're
free
back
yours.
to Hold'em. That was a rough orbit for me.
Hey, Mark.
Anybody have a computer that wants to do some guest commentary with me? If Mighty Hammer,
Just make sure to message
what are you and
me
Sassy doing right now?
and, like,
You
snap
sitting at home next to a computer?
the text.
You're a couple hours behind us. So what is this? 7 o'clock there,
Who the
or
hell?
6 o'clock there? I think it's 7 o'clock in Colorado right now.
Oh, you just gotta have some more cojones, my friend.
Larry with 2 jacks makes it $20.
There's no way.
I love we're playing 1-2 and a standard raises to 20. A standard open is 20
Like, no,
and gets 4 callers.
no limit on that.
This is beautiful. Welcome to Texas.
Just wanna call.
Ace 8, pocket 5s, 3-4 suited, King Jack suited.
The hesitation. I thought you put it all together and I was
Oh
like,
wow.
he's
What'd we
gonna do
say?
it.
3-4 suited. Andrew crushes this flop. It's not fair. And 2 jacks is not afraid of anybody having a 3 in their hand. What does Andrew do now? Just 75? Just call. Just call. You got this crushed. No reason to bluff at it, or no reason to bet at it. Just call. See if somebody else comes along.
75?
Ashley with 2 5s. Lets it go. Paul lets it go. Gail lets it go. We're heads up. Now you can raise. As long as the jack doesn't come out, we can see they're all gone. Oh, quads! Oh, you're going to get all of the money right now. 150. You might as well put it all in there. You only got 300. He's got half his stack in right now. Andrew just slow plays him with quads. Yep, it's all going in. I call. I have quads. That's a good hand. Wow.
I had a vote too. I had a pocket pair.
And quads also qualifies for our Monte Carlo board. I think that's an extra $200 Andrew is going to win. It might be 100, but I think it's 200. And he might not know about it.
All right, your turn, buddy.
Whee! Andrew's back up around 2K. Corey's up over 2K. Chrissy at 1,400. Ashley at 600. Everybody else down.
Flopping trips.
Yeah, when you've got 3 players up.
See change button.
$4,000 between those 3 players in profit.
Got some red marks.
Hey Sam, Andrew's sitting in your seat.
Wong can help you out.
Sam Rayburn headlining this event, called in sick this morning. Andrew was my first alternate.
Sorry.
I was looking at 2 black chips. I'm like,
No, that's why I had to ask. I
Yeah.
didn't know if you raised to 100 or.
yeah, I thought it was 20.
Did you want the seat change button before you sit down? No. Okay.
So I raised 20 and you raised
To 100. I asked for it earlier, so I deferred it to you.
Ooh, JJ.
Now I'm gonna sit here and see if I can run any quads.
Right, I
JJ
know, yeah.
tried to get into our PLO game on Sunday, and Andrew Wong beat him by just a couple of minutes. Yes. Rojo Loco says, do y'all not track total buy-in amounts, total wins and losses for the night? Yes, that is an option. That is a stat that comes up on the leaderboard randomly. Like it'll go through VPIPs and PFR and went to showdown and raised first in. Chrissy's got the best hand. She's gonna pick up a pot. Mark went all in for his last 200. When it comes up with stack size Rojo, this is voluntarily puts money in the pot. When it comes up with the stack size, it will tell you in parentheses how much they're up or down for the night. Now that software is not always accurate because when you put the player in, if you put the player in with $0 and then you go back and add 500, it thinks they won 500, so it'll put them up 500. It thinks, oh, they started with 0 and now they have 500. They must have won. So there are some little glitches in that. When Mark started with 500, lost it in the first hand and rebought, it showed him as 0. Like the computer just thought, oh, you're starting with a 500 starting stack, so his stat's going to be off by 500. Ashley's going to make a 75 with ace king. I think we've got a straddle and a double straddle on. Yeah, it was straddled up to 20. So we went 1, 2, 5, 10, 20. Andrew has to fold. Mark calls 75 with 5 deuce. He said, I just saw Andrew win a $1,500 pot with 3-4. Why can't I do it with 5 deuce? 7, 7, 10 comes out. That is a Rough Rider poker hand. If you know the inside joke behind that one. They're going to check it down, and the ace is going to hit the river, and Ashley's going to fire out. Fighty Hammer says, however often the game plays on after stream. However often, I think that was supposed to be how often does the game play on after stream. Most of the time, these games will go late into the night. So we are 2 hours into our 3-hour stream.
Pizza alarm. Pizza's ready. Hot press.
Gail makes it 45 with ace king. Corey calls with a suited ace queen. JJ, first time we've seen him in, comes in with pocket sixes. Mark calls with deuce tray. I think he's just chasing his losses now. Andrew's got the GTO ace 5 suited. He's gonna make the call. I predict the sixes win this hand for JJ, and I am way off because the king's gonna hit right away, and Andrew's got the nut flush draw. We're gonna go heads up with Andrew and Gail for all of it. I would bet you this is gonna be a $1,000 pot. She's gonna make it 150. It's gonna fold around to Andrew, who's gonna shove. Just calls.
Papa John's, you're not getting any good advertisement tonight.
Any diamond. We can
But
see that
bad.
the 9 and the 10 were folded. Ooh, now he's got top pair and the flush draw.
Hot and ready and fresh for $5.
Now it's going to go all in. She's got 200 and change, 2 and a quarter. That was a snap call. The trade doesn't help. He's going to show his ace with a weak kicker. She's going to show top 2. And $1,000 going towards Gail.
Yeah, nut draw. And nut draw. Nice hold.
Yeah. Hammer says that was a sick card. Yeah, that ace just made it inevitable that Andrew's going to put it all in. That hand played itself, really. If I flop the nut flush draw and then turn the top pair, you're just going to get all my money.
Oh, I don't know what you're singing, but it ain't this song.
What song?
I don't know.
Oh,
Did you not
I'm
hear
telling my
that?
own song.
What song you do?
I'm telling my own music.
Just like in your head?
No, my real music.
What? Oh, you ain't supposed to have that at the table.
Oh,
No.
take that away.
No.
Somebody could be
That's why I was
streaming
like,
the game
what
and
song
telling
are
you.
singing?
That's a 15-minute delay though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but how
but still.
people are playing and stuff like that.
Jamming the shit out my music.
You told me
Yeah.
to-
Get rid of that,
Are you
Paul. You know
singing?
better.
I'm like, that is
I take
not
their
good.
phones, I take their headphones, I take their Apple Watches.
Do not.
No community. Uh-oh, JJ's got his Apple Watch
Never
on.
mind. We just rained on your parade. Maybe now you'll call and see a turn.
Ashley digging deep.
Ouch.
Maybe now you'll call and see a turn card. Yeah, for integrity of the game, I take away your communication devices and your headphones, just to make sure everybody knows it's a very clean game. It's a 15-minute delay, but even so, let's say, hypothetically, at some other place you're playing, and they don't have the integrity that we have, and some guy in the back has access to the whole cards, and he's telling you what's going on, right? To avoid that, we take away all your communication devices, just to make sure. That was during the Robbie, 16 months ago. They were accusing the people in the production booth of knowing what the whole cards were. So our software does not allow anybody to see it except for on the delay. But even if I tell you that, why would you believe me if I'm the guy that's cheating anyways? And I tell you, oh, I can't cheat. You're not going to believe. I wouldn't believe me if I told me that. So this hand, Andrew flops the king high flush. Mark's got the 7 deuce. This is going to be very poetic if Mark wins with a 7 deuce.
He's like, come and get it. The water's nice.
He did. All right, for those of you who missed it, the very first hand, Andrew had 7 deuce, 3-bet Mark in position, flopped a deuce against his ace queen, and stacked it first hand of the night. And so Andrew just gave a little bit back.
Yeah.
That makes up for that first
Let's not
hand.
forget. It's hard to make a pair, okay?
It's hard to make a pair, Ashley says. Action Ashley is absolutely correct. It's hard to make a pair. If they were playing the 7 deuce game, we'd have some people making money. Thank you, Mighty Hammer says, I love the sound effects. I love that I can show your comment. I love that new feature that I accidentally found. New dealer going through the deck.
Mark, you're still the best sport I know. She says, love you, buddy. you get the A for
Ashley throwing compliments out, saying Mark is the best sport she knows.
Trophy, dude, I'd give it to you.
Yes, John, 15 minutes.
Yeah, you can have this later. Eric might ask you for it back, but
So much you can get down and he still smile.
Right. Hey, breaking even is always a win, right?
Oh,
It's hard to do when you know about limits.
Hey, like I said, Corey's chips are definitely not on lockdown.
nah, not at all.
Nor are Wong's.
Yeah, these chips are in
I'm
play
checking
for
in there.
sure.
I just had to know what it felt like to, win a couple pots. Wong.
Nobody's playing lockdown poker on this table.
Honey, I was trying.
Gail limps in with a 10 king
I don't know,
I was
suited.
seven
Got
deuce and one
40%
big
to a
ass
royal
Yeah,
flush
let me tell
pre-flop.
Twice.
JJ with a J7.
The runners have won a lot too, you know. He's like, yeah, they have.
Mark makes it 25 to go with ace king.
Yeah, I know you got
Andrew
that
calls
ace
it another
throwing.
3-4. That was a
Go get there.
big hand with 3-4 last time he had it. Not today though. Ace king. Mark's going to lead out from the small blind, early position. 105 in the pot. He's going to bet 75 more, 65 more. Gail has just a gut shot. You don't want to call, Gail. You need exactly a queen. Jack folds his jack even though he flopped a jack. She needs a queen and all four are live. So she's got, better than average chance of hitting a queen.
But if you gotta make it to a turn, Paul, okay? Commit.
235 in the pot. He's throwing a bunch of green chips. She doesn't let it go. I don't mind peeling one card in position and then letting it go when you don't hit. Raise first in. JJ's 0% doesn't count. He's only been here for 4 hands. Mark 44% in 35 hands. He's at 44% raised first in. Andrew 29, Larry 19, Corey, Gail, Paul, Chrissy 8, 8, 8, 6. Ashely only 3. Now the problem with Ashely is she can't raise first in when everybody's raising right in front of her.
No, it's not contract anymore.
Here. I thought it was the big wine last time.
Rake it in, Mark. Rake it in.
Give me them $2.
Straddled and then it changed when I
$3, sir.
$3,
Get it right.
Give me them $3.
$3. Get it right. It scanned mine before I pulled over. It was so quick and so bad. I took it.
Hey guys, just take just a second to go like my YouTube comment, please. It makes me feel better about myself. I've only got 7 likes and I've got almost 40 people watching. Ace, king, deuce. Mark with top and bottom. Little graphic error here. I think I've got Mike in the box, and I think Jackie might have went back into the action tracker room. All right, Corey's got top pair, no kicker. Larry's got middle pair, gut shot. And Mark's got 2 pair, top and bottom. Nobody has a spade, so the flush is irrelevant. 200 in the pot. He makes it 75 to go. It's a good bet, good bet. Enough to keep Larry in, enough to keep Corey in. 7 doesn't help anybody. 435 in the pot. $1.25.
I did ask a relevant question y'all should know in case you play this flush frenzy. Bomb pots do not count towards the flush frenzy.
Or
I'd be playing every single pot if I was super cards. Yeah. My dad just 3/4'd somebody. That was nice to see.
So yes,
Both had the same straight
the
on the top,
PLO
on the bottom.
does
So,
not count
any sense of what-
on our Monte Carlo board or the Flush Frenzy.
Have to have two. Well, your PLO hands don't count. Only no limit.
No, they were both going limit.
Why didn't you turn it over? Expose the nuts, Wong. I mean, you can watch the replay and tilt it that long if you really.
See there,
Still got
somebody's
2 more to
asking me
go
if
there,
it
buddy.
tracks accumulation, and it does
It's
right
only
there.
good till 10 p.m. I think, right?
Yeah.
Say 10, yeah.
It shows Mark up $800. He is not. He's bought in at least 3 times.
Really? Okay.
At least twice. Sorry, not 3 times. He's bought in at least
But you have
twice.
to have that many. How much is in the pot, or did they even say that? No.
We don't care how much is in the pot.
Okay.
I wonder if Wong got paid for those quads. Speaking of pocket pairs, here's Ashely with 2 9s. The Wayne Gretzky. She's going to make the call. Oh, she's going to make her 3-bet to 60 against Wong. Wong is going to call with the computer hand. Puppy dog feet. Queen 7 of clubs. Club on the flop. Ace and the king, so he's got the nut flush draw against an under pair. This is going to be easy bet and fold. There it is. Good flop from Andrew. Sassy crushing the 2-5 game in Colorado. Is Monarch your favorite place to play, or is that like the only place you played in Blackhawk?
We'll discuss your loose call on the button later. You have no idea what I just pulled it there. For what? Your flush frenzy? Well, he couldn't have had a flush.
sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
That's all I'm thinking about right now.
dude, if I would have had one club with my huge pair, yeah, give me one club with my huge pair, I call you, or probably jam on you. Big pair, no club, ace king clubs. Sweet. I mean, I know somebody that plays that hand like a nuts every time. I mean, he's the one. No.
I wonder if they do dealer changes
No, I know.
on the button or on the hour. John asks, watch this, I don't even have to tell you, I can show you.
That hand's named after somebody.
Here, y'all be posting chip counts for the race to Vegas anywhere? I think it'd be cool. I am. We had that discussion with the managers today. There's a leaderboard that's going to be posted on our website. Yes, I will do that tonight.
On me.
And then you'll be able to go in there and see where you stand,
Yes.
where you earned your points. So Gail's got top pair still. Andrew's got middle pair with a gut shot if a 6 hits. 6, 7, 8 doesn't get it. Thank you for reminding me about that, John. For those of you who do not know, the Road to Vegas that promotion that we have, the Road to Vegas, it's called. We're giving away two $10,000 seats. Is he thinking about calling? He's not going to call Gail with third pair. No, he does let it go. He does let it go. He recognizes that she's not bluffing, and he will not get her to fold unless it's a massive bet. He got slapped on the hands last time we tried to do that. Between February 4th and June 9th, we have free rolls twice a day, every day except for Wednesday. You earn chips for every tournament you enter. You get 250 chips just for entering. First place is 5,000 chips. Second place is 3,000 chips. Third place is 2,000 chips. Fourth place is 1,000 chips, and fifth place is 500 chips. You will start the championship tournament with however many chips you've accumulated between February 4th and June 9th. I am going to start a leaderboard today. We've got it tracked right now, but we're going to put it on the website so you guys can jump on there and see who's winning, when you're winning. Now, regardless if there's 10 people in the tournament or 100 people in the tournament, first place is 5,000 chips. I think if you have your afternoon off and you want to hit this up on a Monday afternoon when it's a slow day, you have a better chance of going deeper in the tournament and winning more chips for your championship event in June.
I folded in my head. I love that. Me too.
I love y'all, bro. I appreciate that.
Not only will the winner get a $10,000 main event seat, a random player that day will get a $10,000 main event seat. We're back to PLO. Gail's got two aces. He raises to 20. That will not be enough to get anybody at this table to fold. Deuce tray 9-10 calls. Mark has a flush without the boards, and he calls 20. Deuce 5-9 king. Andrew pots it with 4-5-7 jack. Paul calls with ace, king, queen, 10. Double suited, diamonds and hearts. Gail's got aces. We got a round of waters coming into the game. These guys do not need any encouragement. Gail calls 100. Mark calls 100. We got $440 into this pot.
Well, I mean, look at who's in the hand.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Look at who's in the hand.
King 4-4. So Paul hits top pair. Mark hits top pair. Gail has aces with the nut flush draw. Now the nut flush draw does not mean as much on a paired board in Omaha because Andrew's got 3 4s. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? God bless Texas. He's going to bet 75. Paul's going to go all in with top pair, top kicker, and be way behind. He's got 8% chance of winning this. Gail's going, I've got top pair. I got an over pair to the board. I've got a flush draw, the nut flush draw. How can I fold? Good fold.
Good luck, buddy.
Mark's going to fold quickly. Andrew's going to call quickly with 3 4s. Show Paul the bad news.
Really? No, he doesn't. Dude.
Paul needs a king and a king only.
They're all in.
Nope. Never mind. Andrew's got a boat. Da boat.
I know, he's got to wait for the graphics to catch up. Oh. Well, he said all in though, verbal.
The computers. It doesn't recognize.
Yeah, it's the individual.
Oh, yeah, he said all in, but it wasn't enough. I don't know what the problem was. 2 pairs no good against the boat.
Get a boat. 4-5. And and a 7. Technically a 4-7.
I do not have, so Stars 41 Stats just asked me, just curious, what's the blinds and time going to start at in the Road to Vegas tournament? I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say 100, 200 with a 200 ante. So if you just play your one time for your 250 chips, you're going to be all in to start the tournament, I would guess.
Who, me?
That's my guess. I think we're going to clear out a large portion of the field
Hey,
who
my berating got him to
came
put all his money in, so you can
just a
thank me
few
later.
tournaments and didn't necessarily go deep, so didn't get any bonus chips. I think in the first 3 levels, we're going to lose half the field
Okay.
and then be down to the real players.
Yes, it is.
That's my prediction with zero evidence to back up that prediction.
Dude.
I'm just pushing that. That's all I'm doing. You guys want me to play tight? I can play tight.
Heck no, dude. We love you.
No, I was just trying to think in my head what
I mean, every hand is just over here. It's just like I'm just here. So get my mouth closed.
Crazy.
JJ has QQ. Ashely has KK. Ashely pots it. She's also got the King Jack 10.
Come on, Corey,
Stars
don't be
41
locking down my
stats.
chips
Up
now,
at the
bro.
close.
Damn, my bad. I forgot that memo.
Hot on.
Jack 6 4. Mark flops 2 pair. Ashely also has top pair with an over pair. Backdoor flush draw. JJ has just an over pair. Ashely has a pretty hand. Over pair, top pair. She really needs a 4 to come out to counterfeit Mark's 2 pair. A 4 or a king. She could actually win with a 10 also. But we can see on the graphics, she has all those outs, but only the 10 of clubs is live. Every other out has been folded. I don't love that stat showing us that because, I mean, it's nice that we know that, but for training purposes, when you're doing the math on unknown cards, you know, and it shows that she's at 0%, when if she didn't know all of those folded cards, it would be way different. So I wonder if there's a way I can change that from true outs to, you know, mathematical outs. It has Ashely winning this hand, and he's pushing her the pot. Oh, no. Okay, so that is a graphic. That is an incorrect graphic. So that is, I don't know what happened. Gail stacking the chips, and I don't know what. All right, that's. It has Gail. I can see Gail physically stacking the chips, but the graphic had Ashely winning that pot. So that's user error on our part. I'm going to go after yell at whoever's running Action Tracker.
That's why I was like, what are you singing, dude?
But that's why we're going to be streaming more and more so that we can get more and more practice.
I was like, and I mean, if these like are
And like I said, today was not scheduled. I grabbed a couple of dealers off the floor and threw them in the box and told them, let's go.
What is going on?
Mark flops top trips and bets. 83 in the pot. He's going to bet 35, less than half pot. Very small bet, suspicious bet. Ashely, with the nut flush draw, immediately folds, knowing that on a paired board, your nut flush is not nearly as strong as it is in Hold'em.
For $10, Mark, I call you with my 8.
Ashely talking trash. I love it. She says for $10, I would have called you with an ace.
It was ace 8, but I don't know how to get it. I mean, yeah.
I can't wait till you guys get back here. So Hammer and Sassy in Colorado, they had $100 max bet up until about
Clearly, I didn't have a
3 or 4 years ago. They changed that law. I think after the pandemic, when they opened back up, when everybody shut down in 2020, I think they opened back up with a no limit policy. Prior to that, it was a $100 max bet policy. How does it play over there now that they have no limit? Because I heard from friends that traveled in there that the locals were not ready for no limit cash games. But after 4 years, how are they? Ashley's got a pair. That's a go. Gail's got the numbers and a suited. Andrew makes it 100. Gail calls. Larry goes all in for 228 with a double suited 6-7-9 king. Marks doesn't have much of a hand. He's going to fold. He's only got $20 invested. It's 228 total. He lets it go. Andrew's got 100 invested. Now the question is, does he want to repot to get Gail out of it, or does he just want to call? He does. He makes it 500 to go. Gail does fold. Now we're heads up for the 228 effective stack. It says 870 in the pot, but we know Larry had 228 there. Now we're back to the accurate amount of 598 in the pot. 2, 3, 4, 8, 6. Andrew says queen high. Oh, Larry's going to pick up a huge pot. $600 with, I paired my 6 on the river, but king high was good the whole way. That's funny. Sassy said,
Yeah.
it's always bigger in Texas.
I was fully expecting you to have like pocket deuces there.
See, so these stats are incorrect because it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It shows about $5,000
No, that's what I'm saying. A pair in the hand. I'm surprised that.
um,
Me too.
One of the birds to his bush. Right?
profit instead of this is a zero sum game. If you win $100 and that guy loses $100, the answer is 0. 100 minus 100 is 0. So these stats show that everybody's up except for JJ who just sat down. So I'm not positive how they figure out the math on that.
Somebody could have said $100 and even raise. I would have bought it all day. 9 out of 10.
I'm going to text the manufacturer and ask him what I don't realize about this software. Larry flops trips. Ashely flops top pair. Gail flops top pair. Ashely. Everybody checks around. Very interesting. Why don't you? All right. 10 of diamonds brings home the flush and straight draw. JJ folds his gut shot and his baby flush draw. Larry's just going to win with his 3/8. Andrew had a wrap that didn't come home. Gail's wondering right now if her 2 pair aces and 10s. She's going to make a call. $50 is the right price. She's going to see the bad news.
The 6 was another 8. I was like, oh. I had an 8. So I folded you.
PLO hands do not count towards my Monte Carlo board or my flush draw. Okay, the software developer just told me there's a green button you have to click to when they add chips. That's why it's not accumulating. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for all the bad things I said about you just now. RF Poker.
I do find it comical that you have that right. Actually, so every time you straddle, you double straddle. Yes. No.
Lots of hearts in play right now. Corey's got 3 of them. JJ's got 3 of them. Andrew's got 2 of them. I bet you we do not see a heart on the flop. Anybody want to take that bet? Ashley singing, I think that was Ashley. It might have been Chrissy. Somebody singing "Rock You Like a Hurricane." Is that who sings that? Scorpions. There is a heart on the flop. I lose the bet. If anybody would have jumped in the chat, I would have lost that bet. 5 of hearts on the flop. King 5 gives Mark top 2 pair. Ashley wants a late night margarita joint. I'm inviting myself if you go out to a late night margarita joint. Unfortunately, nobody else hit much of this flop. Mark has top two. Andrew has top pair. Now Andrew has two pair also, kings and deuces. He needs a deuce or an ace. Now here's what I'm talking about. We only got 3 outs because we know everybody that's folded. I want it to show me everything that Andrew doesn't know. I don't want it to be 3 outs. Well, it does show 21%. So we know Andrew has 3 outs, which is closer to 6%. But the computer shows 21%. So I guess I don't hate that because the percentage is correct. He lets it go. Good pot size bet. Mark had the jack high flush draw
If I remember
and
my crap hand correctly,
top 2.
6,
He shows
7, 9, 3 was my hand. I have a wrap with all of it, but I had hearts and diamonds, and they were such garbage. I was like, no.
listen to Ashley talk about how bad her fold was with the wrap and hearts and diamonds.
Straight. And still redraw to the bigger straight. Just the gross. Then the hands we got like kings, double suited, this. Yeah, it comes out, yeah. Queen, 8 or something, and I'm like, woo. Killing the game. I don't know why I do this, but I feel like rubbing them. You would think it makes
Yeah.
sense, right? Trying to get them more love. Oh, definitely not. I'm not rubbing nothing anymore.
I'm not positive what Ashley meant by that. We lost Paul.
It's really hard to get worse than the last day that I had it.
I'm not sure what happened with Paul. I'm not positive. He didn't go broke. If he did, I missed it.
Check me down. I can't even remember what movie this was, but they were like it was the high school movie, and the kid is the nerdy kid that comes out, and he's like the science kid or whatever, and he's like doing the band thing and singing it. It's got Jennifer Love Hewitt in it. So they would put her in like the like light blue strappy dress.
So Chrissy
You're talking about no filling.
is 30% to win this hand.
They end up taking pictures of the kids with the rubber gloves. They like drug them from the roof. They like jumped down.
Top pair.
Old school.
And I have no idea what.
Is that it? Yep. That's it.
I have no idea what Ashley's talking about.
Probably like 15 years, but 100%.
Some random movie.
They jammed to this song. They're thinking, he's like, take me down to the...
They must be playing some Guns N' Roses in the background.
Oh yeah.
Chrissy bets 15 with I paired my 8 and 3, and Gail calls with I paired my jack. Oh, boat for Chrissy.
Yeah, dude, can't hardly wait. That's like an old school.
With a flush out there, I don't love Gail's call.
Yeah, and he would have the stupid boots
That's a
and
fold.
the goggles and everything.
Good fold.
Oh my god.
But remember,
Well, I mean, without a paddle.
I do not know PLO.
Classic too.
Yeah, that's a good one as well.
The commentator was called in to deal,
Mark,
so
you
you've got
remember
me.
that one, right? Without a paddle.
Unless somebody has a computer and wants to be guest commentator for a little bit for the last hour.
Classic.
I don't know. Age-wise,
Actually, it's going to be about 25 minutes because they're going to get done at 9 o'clock,
High school, right? I should totally watch
and
that
we have a
movie.
15-minute delay.
No, would have so much more relevance nowadays, bro.
like calling the old school movie classic.
Listen, we're not sitting here talking about Casablanca and Gone with the Wind, okay? Like, I mean, I don't know what kind of classic is funny, but
How do you play this? Are you asking how to play PLO? Because you are asking the wrong commentator. If you're asking how to get on the live stream, jump onto Poker Alice, go down to Poker House Fort Worth, and sign up. Friday, we're going to do a $1,000 max buy-in. Only Hold'em though, not PLO.
Yeah, when they get to this part of the song, he's like,
Sassy, if
now,
you
like, the whole room
oh,
is, like,
all right,
spinning.
I'm gonna do this, Sassy.
You're totally gonna go back and watch the movie though. Like everybody's gonna be looking for this movie now.
Go check your Facebook in a second.
There is no way that movie's on Netflix. I'm calling it now. No way. No. I'd be more shocked. Amazon Prime will probably have the rights to that one.
All right, I'm back. The equity is evenly distributed. JJ with a flush draw gets it all in. Mark snap calls with his top pair straight draw.
So you can make a side spot.
All right, turn your hey Hammer, turn your stuff sideways. Turn your phone sideways, buddy. There it is. All right, hey, check out what I'm gonna do.
What a trip.
Hold on just a second. Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
what's up?
Look at this guy. So we got Mighty Hammer and his wife Sassy commentating. He got from Colorado in the Airbnb. Let me put this back. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go like this. There we go. What's happening, my man?
What's up? That is so crazy.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Your hands in
How
the
do
way,
I
though.
make the screen? Oh, my hand's in the way. There we go. How do I make the screen bigger so I can see the action?
If you were at a computer,
Are you kidding
it would be
Mhm.
easy. Let me do this.
Not right there.
Let me just
Yeah,
do
I'll
this.
I was like, somebody else.
All right, there we go. How's that? Is that better?
had
No,
two
I can only
pairs
see the
too.
top
We
of
had
the
exact same
screen.
pair, 9-7.
Okay, you might have to
I had
maximize.
ace 10, 9-7 was
But,
mine.
Yeah,
I folded.
I don't see a maximize button. I see a refresh button. I see a download button.
I'm not sure if you have to download it.
Oh, that's
I'm on
probably
my,
me.
if you were on your computer, it'd be a lot
I'm on the.
easier.
Yeah, I'm on the.
Oh, he disappeared. We lost him.
Mark, you've had open-ended and a
So
top pair.
he probably hit the exit button accidentally. But that's just a really neat feature that this software can do. So JJ gets it all in, hits his flush on the river.
Well, the reason he didn't both, I got the other 9-7. You only got two.
Andrew gets it all in with Mark on a side pot and wins another $500 on the $1,000 side pot. Minnesota Mike doing the math. Carrera says every time I go to Poker House Fort Worth, I lose. You know, you got to play better. Arthur says you have to use 2 of your cards and 3 of the cards on the board. Your 4 cards there. It's also a limit to bet. All right, let's bring you back in. How's that? Is that better?
I have to like scroll up and down to look at the screen, but Sass is hooking up the laptop right now.
All right, awesome. So, scroll down on your phones because the important stuff is the cards. You don't necessarily have to see the top of the guys' heads.
Yeah.
So, how's Colorado treating you?
Today was really good. We got some good snowboarding in, and then 2 days ago was really good. We got some good snowboarding in. Poker wise has been okay. Started off kind of treacherous. A new field, new players, learning new people. I went down a chunk, then got it all back, and Sass has pretty much been on a nice little trend of positive.
She's pretty much a crusher in her own right anyway. Oh wait, I'm gonna turn you off.
I know. Let's
I'm gonna turn Sassy on. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Can you see? Are you on the laptop now?
I am. I am looking for.
The microphone is much better on the laptop.
Is it?
So how do you guys rate your PLO versus
Oh,
hold?
that's him, not me.
Oh, yeah. Low.
The last time that I did all this, I like thumbed through it all.
I mean, like I said,
It wasn't the
the other
easiest.
two were better.
I'm gonna shut up and let you guys commentate on the PLO hands because I know very, very little about PLO. In Minnesota, we have a $100 max bet like Colorado used to have, so we do not have PLO. That's not a thing.
That's about right.
Okay.
We have limit poker, and it's not fun to play limit Omaha.
Unless it's high-low. And it's high-low fixed limit's kind of fun.
It looks
Yeah.
like Gail's got a good. No, she got a wrap. What she got?
Top pair and a wrap.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Equity. Corey
Yeah,
has
she got with a
top pair,
queen
top kicker.
coming in the middle of it.
Corey bets 85. It folds around to Gail, who calls. We're heads up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and every one of her outs is a nut, but the hearts are super great. Kills the action, but it didn't look like anybody had hearts.
You can see the 5, 6, and Jack are still available, and the 6 of diamonds is still available.
You were saying the software cuts out the outs that are in people's hands.
Ones at the
Yeah,
top.
so
So it shows all those hypothetical outs, but then it says 4 outs, and it highlights the 4 outs that are available, and it grays out the rest of them. Hi, Scott. You're on camera, bud.
Yeah, you mentioned that you don't like that. I don't think I like that either.
I don't particularly care for it, but I mean, as a
Mark
Like,
does get
that's
flush
fine.
on the river to go along with his flop 2 pair. Charlie Smith in the chat. He says, I remember 612 at Canterbury. Are you you played at Canterbury, Charlie? I love Canterbury. Canterbury Park up in Minnesota.
No limit.
This is a fixed limit game, 612.
Yes.
Take it back.
Yes.
Take it back.
$12.
One hop.
6 yeah, it's years ago, Charlie says. 612 is the limit, and that's actually a big game. For limit in, I mean, not big, but your blinds are 612.
That sounds like a good game.
It's like normally it's like 3-6 or 4-8. 612 is a bigger game. They do have 10-20 and obviously bigger games, but for your standard casino games, 612 is on the bigger. That's like probably a step bigger than 2-5. It might be playing like a 5-10. Maybe. I might be wrong. Charlie, you can tell me if I'm wrong.
This is like opposite game over here. Oh, good.
I invited Charlie to this game. He did not reply. He ghosted me. It's okay. I have thick skin. I don't feel slighted. Just kidding.
This is 1,
Back
2,
to
20.
Oldham. Yeah, 1, 2, 20s. Pretty much a standard here.
I miss Texas.
Oh, Charlie says he didn't get the message. Let me see.
I still get the seat change.
Facebook, Charlie. Facebook. It was 10:30 last night. I texted you, so I get if you don't check your Facebook messages.
Go check.
I will know tonight. Charlie's asking where he stands on the leaderboard. I'll know tonight. Andrew turns an ace, checks around. He's going to try to bet a little $20 into this. Mark's going to look him up with a 7. And Andrew's going to pick up the pot. He made that look bluffy when that royal flush came home. And he did get it.
Third club could be a little sketchy too.
Are they playing the 7 deuce game?
They are not. Well, they're not getting paid for it, but they are definitely.
It's definitely in play.
Mark's
But
playing the 7 deuce game.
Yeah, it's not an official thing, but that doesn't stop these guys. I think they want to win with the 7 deuce, even though they don't get the bounty for it. They just want to have the bragging rights, like I beat you with 7 deuce. And Andrew and Mark have been going back and forth with the 7 deuce and winning it. Oh, the puppy!
She's totally terrorizing it more right now because she knows that we're talking on it. So she's like, "Oh, there's must be a game." So I got a rope in my hand.
I'll let her go.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgive you, Charlie.
2 to 50.
2
Was there a
to
straddle
50.
I missed?
Nope, no straddle. We
they're-
have the stakes. It is
they're
1
possibly-
250.
Right. Oh, and then Corey makes it 205. Oh, well, you see Mark, it says 155 to call. So wow. He might have just opened a 50. That guy's ridiculous. And Gail says, never mind. Corey hasn't been getting out of line. He's got 2 kings, and he shows them. Charlie, I will update the leaderboard tonight. I've got a website where I can put everything in. And congratulations on winning it yesterday. Good work, sir.
Good game, good game.
Can defend his title on Sunday.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of the dealers at the fort. He straight says
2 5 10.
that all the time. Yeah. Anytime
We got a straddle out.
somebody has like ace rag or something, he's like, identity is always fine.
I'm not positive.
Well, I see one.
Okay. Oh, well, there you go. I was looking at the overlay. I didn't like down here. I was looking at the overlay.
Yeah, we usually look at the felt because sometimes it doesn't always track all that great in some live streams. So we always end up looking at the felt.
Absolutely, great idea. Good strategy. We are playing 1 2 5 10.
Easy. Oh, wait.
Oh.
That's the Wade.
I got to tell these action trackers to go a little slower. So the 5 and the 10 wake up with 10 7 and Jack 5.
Cards exposed, looks like.
The 10 7 is going to leap ahead. Andrew's got 3 jacks out. None of them have been folded. He's just going to check it down and hope his 7 is the best. So did you bring your RV with you?
No.
It's still in Carrollton at the same spot where we were.
Right on.
Yeah.
It'd be way too cold for that up here. Plus, with all the snow already down, I'm not driving.
Airbnb. Right on.
Well, and life's kind of weird. Like, we got hooked up with working with a hail company, and now it's like, okay, well, I guess we could just leave the trailer here in Texas, and when the hail's again, we get to come back and work.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
So you're subcontracted through a hail company in Colorado?
No, in Texas, in Grand Prairie. Bodyguard Paintless Net Repairs. The name of the company.
Hey, all right. Well, throw your contact info in the chat if anybody has some hail that they need to fix. Hail damage. When is hail season in Texas?
I want to say like April. It actually feels like it's like year round, but April through October. I feel like.
We have a real hand here.
We
JJ.
got Jacks.
Yeah.
JJ's got JJ's.
JJ has JJ.
It's got quads.
I wonder if he gets bonus points for one of the JJ. That would be cool.
Should give it to him.
I will. If he gets quads, I'll give him $200. That's the Monte Carlo board right now.
Did Wong get paid for the 333?
I asked Scott, our shift manager, and he said he did not know. But it might have happened earlier, and the other shift manager is working with it.
It's going till like.
It's an
All right.
tracker catch up.
Yep. Pot's right. $30 times 5 people is $150 in the pot.
Talk show on radio. It's done?
Oh!
Is it?
We got one J out there.
Oh hell yeah!
Corey's going to lose all of his money
Radio is.
to
What date is it?
JJ's got
Big.
$1,000 he flopped a boat. Corey's got top trips.
So it's done.
This is going to be huge. This is going to be a $2,000 pot.
Which
Easily.
line? Oh yeah, I forget you guys go along.
JJ just needs to figure out how to get his
Well, Corey,
JJ's in there.
there's not a scenario where
Many
Corey
J's.
folds.
No, there's not.
It's all going to get in on the river. And unless Corey hits a 4,
Unless
or-
he's gonna check raise him right here. We're gonna find out. No, it just calls.
oh yeah,
Okay.
4 or a 9.
No.
And all right, right now, JJ's going to get all the money.
JJ check.
Yeah.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
I mean, he can't just lead out now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he's already called?
Oh, you could have got so much more money.
Wait.
What?
Hey,
He wins $400 instead of $2,000. Oh, JJ, you're in Texas. You
You gotta get it in.
You gotta change it up a little.
lost so much. Unless,
You missing all the outs. I would have expected the 1-outer to hit.
wow. Mark had a gut shot straight flush draw.
Save yourself money is what you did.
Wow. Oh man, that pot should have been so much larger.
Yeah, the Queen 9's got flush draw, straight draw too. Yeah.
Yeah. That could have been huge. Here's the call on the river. I don't understand. I get slow playing it until you get to the river, but when you're at the river, let's
Very
go.
passive. Very passive play.
All right. And
On
the
to
only
next.
if he may have called, hoping that Mark called also, thinking that Corey folds to any raise, so he just played passively, hoping that
Yeah.
makes sense. But I'm putting more money in the pot if I'm JJ right there.
I agree.
My stack is definitely in on the turn for sure.
I'm in click
Yeah.
and hope he 3
I
bets.
was out. Oh, you're fine. I'm out. I'm not saying. I didn't even see, but I'm not saying. Oh yeah. I just played that card.
Yeah, I was gonna end up calling.
1, 2, 5, 50.
It's a blue.
1, 2, 5, 50.
Welcome to Texas.
Like, that, it's really triggering me.
Ace 7 off makes it 50 to go.
God bless Texas poker.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. That's bad.
King Jack 4 gives Andrew top 2, gives Mark top pair, great kicker. Gail and JJ have no part of this.
Nope.
They both check to JJ, who's going to make a C bet in position.
Wong should come in with a raise.
I think Mark will first.
Yep.
Just a call. Just another call.
Just another call.
Oh,
Nope.
Andrew shipped it. Mark
Oh, he
set
shipped
the
it.
trap. Mark set the trap with that call. Andrew ships it with 2 pair. Andrew calls. And Mark thought he was setting a trap with top pair. He needs exactly a queen. Oh, he opens up the straight draw. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. 2 pair.
Oh boy. Somebody just take a picture of it, and then take a picture after I fix it. You can tell everyone
Back and forth between these two guys. They're tangling. Mark's like, man, I set the trap perfectly, and
He did.
Andrew had the best hand. He just
Found a
limped.
trap and found another trap.
Yep. He just limped in for that 100, thinking that Andrew would shove. Andrew does shove, but he shoves with the best hand. Not fair. Not fair if you're Mark. That was supposed to be a bluff catcher. Nice tip. I like when Andrew takes care of the dealers. I appreciate that.
Don't you worry. We got this. And we can't have anybody saying it's false advertisement that we're going to the fabulous
He would big the other night when they were playing PLO, Andrew.
Las Vegas.
What's
I think I
that?
remember I seen a king 9 10 hand.
Oh,
Sunday. You're a monster.
Sunday was a big game.
Yeah.
Really quiet.
Yeah, that made it on his Instagram reel.
Yeah.
If I look tired, maybe they won't attack me when I water the
She's
fish.
watching. Looks like she's trying to watch.
I know what you're plotting over there. You can't even call that. Let's go.
Look at the side eye.
Like a fair shot. A fair
I'm gonna
shot.
increase this size.
Limping hands. Thanks.
Make it easier for the players at home.
Yes, and for us too. Thank you.
Oh, is that better for you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Honey, I had king deuce
Not
off.
much in this hand.
No, Gail just wins a $12. That is officially the smallest pot of the night.
Jack 4. I thought you had ace high. I had king high. I did have king of spades though.
So
Runner. Yeah.
we've only got a couple more hands on this stream. I think we'll another 10 minutes or so.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Now we're on
We only do
Oh, PLO.
Yeah, we do 6 to 9 on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then we save the weekends for the 4-hour extended stream, 4 and 5 hour streams.
Good to
It's a
know.
weekday. People got to go home. They got to go to bed.
Scott, your playlist
And
is
then-
repeat, man.
Yeah.
This is the song
Yeah,
we
9
started
o'clock
with.
makes it early enough that they can jump in a cash game on the outer table.
The fact that I
Yeah.
remember, though.
Or if it's 10 o'clock, they're like, I might as well just, rack up and go home.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. 2 to 100.
Gamble.
Gamble.
Here we go. Buckle up.
Serious?
Mark is
Mark's ready to play.
What is he working with? Like
400.
400.
no, he's got 500,
Total.
400 plus his 100. He
Yeah.
just bet. Oh, and Ashley's. It's a
Oh,
gift.
Oh,
for you.
jeez.
Wait.
Set
Mixed up
up.
with it.
Oh, watch the flex.
Mark just says, I don't care. I got 4 high. I'm going to call $500.
Dude.
He is so annoyed with that last hand, and
4-4. Give me 4-4.
oh wow,
I love Ashley though, but Mark.
Can't be hating on the
No,
aces.
no.
But you
No.
gotta love the courage in the gamble.
Yes,
You
yes.
gotta love the courage in the gamble.
He set
Four
up
high.
that
No
other
big deal.
previous hand very well. Let him get a 4-4.
he's yeah. This is why we don't play on tilt, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, dude.
He's
What
in
is
bad
your
shape.
Nope.
10-9-3,
He's
rainbow.
runner straights, runner two pair, runner trips. That's all he can do.
Give him
He's trying
5.
to now.
That's good. Seals the
Yeah.
deal.
He's like, I've got 4 high.
Yeah, he already knows, yeah.
Ashley shows her aces. She doesn't even feel good. She feels kind of guilty for that one.
A 4 kind of does look like an ace.
I mean, it's just missing the foot.
Yeah.
478.
He's like, all right, I'm done. That was fun. 2.
Good game, Mark.
Can't wait to get back.
I know.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Played it for Wade. Wade, we don't like you. That's why you don't play that trash.
I don't know who Wade is.
I hope he's watching that one. I know, but dude, like.
Apparently, Wade likes the trash hands.
Most unsuspecting ones. Bloody.
Why are you guys all paying attention to me?
Yeah,
She's pouting about it. It's funny.
or Bucky.
You hear that?
I hear her growling in the background. Hey,
She's never that talkative either.
Yeah, she has not been this talkative. Ooh, wait, he limp with Ace King, JJ?
JJ
Yeah.
left with the Ace King. Mark goes all in. Oh, he had $22 behind. Wade is Charlie Smith in the chat says Wade is famous for the deuce 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they were playing the Wade.
It's CRT.
Mark's all in. It shows 22. And then Andrew.
Wait,
Tracker's off.
Wong calls in
Andrew calls 22. Then it gets back to Jack, and he makes it 125, and Andrew calls again. So we have a side pot. We've got 66 and change for Mark, and a $200 side pot on the side. That's where the side pot goes. Hey, thank you all for staying with us for these 3 hours, especially when that first 20 minutes was errors. Mark flops an open ender. Andrew flops middle pair. JJ's got no part of it. He's gonna continuation for 100. It looks like 75 a small bet. Andrew's gonna sense a weakness and call.
Oh yeah.
That 8 is not gonna help. JJ's gonna check. Andrew's gonna bet. Oh, 175.
Ooh.
Gotta admire the double barrel with the Ace King.
Yeah, he's at 0% to win this hand though.
Very courageous.
I wonder why an ace wouldn't help him, unless they know that all the aces have been folded.
Oh, probably.
Because he wins with an ace.
No,
Why not?
Mark's got the straight.
Oh, that's okay. I meant the side pot. He wins the
Oh,
side.
I see. Maybe it doesn't calculate for that because of it's the side pot, maybe?
That makes sense. He doesn't count the side pot. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm glad you guys are here to correct me.
Oh, no, we're figuring it all out together.
Together we're strong.
So ace high is no good. It does think it's a $775 pot when we know it's 75 of that is going to Mark and the rest is going to Andrew.
Yes.
He does check back with second pair. Ace high is no good.
I got it.
And he shows the straight.
Dude, Mark, I had queen 9.
Mark wins 47. Andrew wins 331 on the side.
Yep. This is an awesome 1-2 game you guys got going on.
It really is. It really is. I think they're cutting it down now.
Are they?
Yeah, you can hear them in the background saying the live stream is over. It's 9 o'clock in real time. So
yep. We still got a few more hands to catch up.
The party is where it's at, my friend.
Yep, they said there's a party.
After hours party.
All right, so let's do this. How's that?
Hi.
Well, that's cool. Let's split view.
So they quit playing.
Mm-hmm.
I can take these off now. I don't have to study that board. They quit playing in the background, and they didn't quit playing. They're still playing, but they quit streaming in the background. It's been 3 hours, 6 to 9. If you guys are in the Fort Worth area and you want to come play, they're going to be going for a while, it looks like. I'm looking at the security surveillance cameras in the background, and they're still playing. 15 minutes later, there's a line. If you want to play, come on down. Thanks for joining me, Hammer and Sassy. Appreciate it for the last half hour, especially the PLO hands, so I don't have to sit here and let everybody know I don't know anything about PLO. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in March when you come back. Say goodbye. All right. Thanks a lot.
Good night.
All right. We'll see you guys Friday, 1-3 stream, $1,000 max buy-in. We'll talk to you.